More than 60% of people who earn a steady monthly income still run out of money before the month ends, not because they're lazy, not because they don't care, not because they don't try, but because money is never given a clear direction. If you've ever looked at your bank account and thought, I don't even know where it went, this video is for you. If you're starting from zero, or you feel stuck no matter how much you earn, this is not another video telling you to work harder or budget better. This is exactly how I'd budget if I had to start from zero, even if I was bad with money. And before I explain the system, you need to understand something first. There are 3 things I would do immediately that completely change how money behaves in your life. Not later, not when income increases, not when motivation is high. These 3 things come before any budget, app, or spreadsheet. If I woke up tomorrow with no savings, no safety net, and no backup plan, I wouldn't panic. I wouldn't try to track every dollar. I wouldn't cut all enjoyment from my life. And I definitely wouldn't tell myself, I'll fix this next month. I'd focus on 3 specific actions that create control before they create wealth. And the reason most people never get ahead is because they skip these steps. Here's the truth most people don't hear. Money problems are rarely about math. They're about behavior, emotion, and identity. You don't overspend because you're irresponsible. You overspend because decisions are being made in the moment. So before I talk about numbers, let me tell you the 3 things I'd do first. The first thing I'd do is decide my money's job before it arrives. Most people wait until money shows up. Then stress, habits, and emotions take control. Rent comes, bills come, temptations come, and whatever is left usually disappears. I wouldn't let that happen. Before a single dollar touched my account, I'd decide exactly what it's for, what keeps me alive, what builds my future, and what lets me enjoy life without guilt. Because money behaves differently when it already has instructions. When decisions are made in advance, self-control becomes optional. You stop asking, should I spend this? Because the answer was already decided. The second thing I'd do is make the entire system boring on purpose. This is where most people get it wrong. They try to build the perfect budget. Too many categories, too many rules, too much thinking, and thinking leads to quitting. I wouldn't make my budget exciting. I wouldn't make it smart. I'd make it repeatable. Same structure, same limits, month after month, because boring systems don't rely on motivation. They rely on consistency, and consistency beats motivation every time. When money decisions become boring, they stop draining your energy. You don't feel restricted. You feel relieved. The third thing I'd do is focus on building one small win every month. Not financial freedom, not wealth, not perfection. Just proof. Proof that I can stop spending when a limit is reached. Proof that I can save something, even a small amount. Proof that I'm not powerless with money. Small wins change how you see yourself, and once your identity changes, your behavior follows naturally. You stop being someone who hopes things will work out. You become someone who expects control. If this already feels different from the money advice you usually hear, take a second and like the video. It helps this reach people who actually need it. And if you're rebuilding from zero, comment reset. Now, once those 3 things are in place, the actual budgeting becomes simple. This is where the system comes in. If I had to start from zero, even if I was bad with money, I'd use one simple structure, 3 buckets, not categories, not tracking every purchase, just buckets. The first bucket is for survival. This covers rent, food, transport, and basic bills. Nothing extra, nothing fancy. This bucket's job is not to make you comfortable. It's to keep you stable. And here's something important. If this bucket is to full, budgeting won't save you. That's not a budgeting problem. That's a lifestyle problem. And facing that truth early is what prevents years of stress later. The second bucket is for your future. Savings, emergency fund, investments, even if it's small, especially if it's small, because saving something trains your brain to think beyond today. You don't save when you earn more. You save when you decide your future matters. This bucket isn't about the amount. It's about respect for your future self. The third bucket is for life and enjoyment. This is where most budgets fail because they ignore this completely. Fun, freedom, guilt-free spending. If you remove enjoyment from your budget will fail. You don't quit budgeting because it's hard. You quit because it feels like punishment. This bucket gives you permission to enjoy money without destroying your progress. When it's empty, you stop. Not because you're weak, but because the system already decided for you. Let's make this real. If I earn $500, I wouldn't overthink it. $300 for survival, $100 for the future, $100 for enjoyment. That's it. No tracking every coffee, no stress every purchase, just clear limits and clear priorities. This works even if you're bad with money because it doesn't rely on discipline. It doesn't require perfection, and it forgives mistakes. You don't need more willpower. You need fewer decisions, and this system reduces decisions to almost zero. Here's the deeper truth. Right now, there are two versions of you. One keeps saying, "I'll start when things are better." The other starts with what they have. Budgeting isn't about money. It's about choosing which version of you survives. Clarity creates control. Control creates confidence. And confidence changes everything. If this video helped you think differently about money, like it. It tells the algorithm this content matters. And if you want more simple money systems that actually work in real life, subscribe to Growth Mode. This channel is about clarity, control, and growth. One smart decision at a time. Your future self is watching.